Hey, good morning.
Hi, what's happening? How you feeling today? Because yesterday you weren't feeling so awesome.
So I overreact anyway. So a friend of mine had a staph infection, and then a week later, she had some stuff go down and she needed my help. So I went there. So yesterday, I started itching everywhere. The night before, I started itching, and yesterday was itching. And all over my like armpits and arm and my stomach area, and then a little bit on my legs. But when I talked to her about staph infection, it's only one side. So I think I ate something bad, which has happened before. We talked about this before. Like, I have random food allergies all the time. Don't get me around like MSG. That's like Hive City, right?
Okay. Morning, Paul.
Morning. So I haven't been eating sugar or drinking a lot. And then not yesterday, but the day before, I ate a bunch of junk. So it could have been anything that I ate the day before. Anyways, I've these Werther's originals. You know the Werther's originals with the caramel on them?
I do. My grandparents and my great grandparents and my great grandparents enjoy those.
I I've been seeing this fall like special brand that the middle is apple and the outside is the caramel. So it's a caramel apple soft Werther's originals. And I was like, I'll eat like one or two and then the kids can have the rest, right? In the last 2 days, mostly yesterday, I ate the entire bag. And I can tell, like, my face is swollen from all the sugar.
Wow. Hi,
Yeah.
Jennifer. Thanks, Jennifer.
Yeah. So I ate the entire bag yesterday. And I could just feel it in my face. But the rash is starting to go away. So it had to be something that I ate on the previous day that I need to go back and figure out what it was that broke me out.
Speak that language. Liar. All lies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a jar. I had a jar. Michelle got me the jar of the Werther's original sugar-free when I went to the doctor back in June, and they were like, "Hey, dude, you need to settle it down because you're bordering on death."
Yeah.
And so she got me a bunch of sugar-free candies, and so I also looked like an old man unpackaging my Werther's originals on the couch as I watched my shows.
They had the apple in the middle, and I kept seeing them, and I'm like, I just need to eat one. I just need to try one. Because you know those lollipops that are apple with the caramel on them?
Exactly what I was thinking of when you were talking about it.
I just need one, right? Next thing I know, like all of the wrappers are all over me.
Can we talk about those lollipops for a second? Because when you unwrap one of those, they're so good. But when you unwrap them, it looks like whoever made the lollipops was just like, there you go. Like there's no uniform look to it. Like you open a Snickers, it looks like a Snickers. It's covered in chocolate. You open a green caramel apple lollipop, and it looks like they were like, do I twirl it or do I, you know what, I'll do all the things and then package it.
All uniform until they put the packaging on it.
Yeah.
It's packaging, and then that caramel sticks and forms to whatever the packaging tells it to form to.
Also, did you know that I make bomb caramel now?
No, do you really?
I made Twix the other day, and it was the first time I ever made caramel, and it tasted good. So I just assumed that I make bomb caramel now.
Caramel from scratch, or did you just melt down caramel?
No, I made it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is way easier than I thought.
Thank you for ordering from me yesterday, Peggy. You're awesome.
What'd she order from you? What are you selling?
Selling new activewear.
What? We've been talking on video chat every single morning for 6 months, and this is the first time you're telling me?
Yeah, I just started. Like, I wear activewear every day, so I decided that I might as well, like, look how cute this jacket is. I got Layla one to match.
That's cool. Jacket. Okay. I want to talk to you about these not pyramids, multi-marketing, because I believe in some of these, and I believe that some genuinely work.
Keeping a lot of women afloat right now. I want to do a shopping Sunday with women who are just doing network marketing. And I decided to sign up for my own. And it's like, it's activewear, and it's just as durable and as nice as Lululemon and other brands. And it's reasonably priced. And I decided I'm going to do it. I'm in activewear all the time anyway. Look how cute this stuff is.
Okay, I have to throw a disclaimer in here, though, first real quick, because we are not doing a commercial. This is something that came up organically literally 20 seconds ago.
I was doing it.
Yeah.
She always supports me, so I just wanted to tell her thank you.
Because and the reason I bring that up is because on more than one occasion we've had people come up to us and say, "Hey, are they doing like commercials for?" We're not. This literally just came up. I had no idea that you were doing this, but I wanted to talk to you about those.
I always make, you know, and I don't want to make it clear like you have to pimp me out.
Right. Well, no, but I'm fine with that. I just wanted to make sure we were covering our bases so we didn't get in trouble later. But
I have the whole box right here because this is what I'm setting up as my office space.
But I wanted to bring that up because I did Tupperware once, and I actually believe in Tupperware. I think Tupperware is pretty awesome.
Your spice cabinet is your Tupperware. Mm-hmm.
That's right. And then you did LuLaRoe one time, and then the reason I bring this up is because I think everybody, if given the opportunity, will dump on multi-layer marketing programs because there are some out there that are just pure garbage, right? Yeah. And there are some out there that if you don't get into it right from the start, then there's really no point because everybody already has a downline. But there are some multi-layered marketing programs that make sense for certain people. Like Scentsy really works for a lot of people and they do it. Origami works for a lot of people and they do it. Mm-hmm. I was really upset when you stopped doing LuLaRoe because I thought that you could have made a killing at that, like way more than any of us in this building makes.
But yeah, I could have, but at the time you have to stock all of your own stuff.
Right.
I was going through divorce.
Right. And no, I totally understand. So, I'm not saying I was upset with you like, you idiot, why did you do that? Like I was upset because I thought you could have made a ton of money. Circumstances weren't right. Like, but this one, like now that you're telling me about this, my God, please follow through because just like LuLaRoe, I think what you have right now for you personally could make more money than you're making here.
I seriously, because like this act and people are wearing this stuff is super cute too.
Right.
It's super cute and it's durable and I had to start a side business because we work for a corporate office. I was no longer allowed to do write-offs last year.
Right.
So I started my own side business. I'm allowed to write off all activewear that I buy, even if it's not this brand.
That's pretty cool.
Life. So I bought like Layla an entire outfit to match me. They have men's and everything. And like you said, we're not doing a commercial. I'm just super excited about it.
Right.
And I'm quiet about it because of what our jobs are and everybody rolls their eyes about it. But I'm super excited. And Peggy jumped on yesterday and she's always so supportive and she bought from me yesterday.
That's awesome.
Cindy, I'll add you. It's Madden's Zaya shop on my group, ZYIA.
Hey, let's do this. You know what? If you have a multi-layered if you're doing a home business like Tupperware or like what you're doing right now, drop a link of what you do in the comments, like legit, because and you made a really good point in this pandemic right now, because so many people have lost their jobs or so many people have a ton of time at home or they're looking to make extra money or like, I mean, even you and I would be lying right now if I said that a part of me wasn't worried that our jobs are eventually in jeopardy over the course of the next year. That's just the reality of the situation. So if you have a business like that, like I really feel like if this pandemic does anything, and I know that there's a lot of businesses shuttering right now and it's terrible and it's tragic and I hate seeing it. I hate seeing every bit of it. But I think one of two things is going to happen because of this pandemic. And I don't know which one it is. I'm scared of one and I'm hoping for one. I'm scared that we will become just an Amazon culture because of the pandemic and that everything will shut down and everything will go to like one platform. And that frightens me.
Yes.
But I'm also, fingers crossed, hoping that because we're spending so much time at home, once we start moving about the cabin a little bit more, that we start to rediscover our community and we start to gravitate back more towards being more local, even outside of the pandemic when we were running commercials saying, hey, buy local. Maybe we'll just go local because we rediscovered that again because we're doing all of these little home projects and things like you're doing.
Yes, absolutely.
I hope.
I absolutely do hope that. I do hope that too.
Yeah, because I think what you're doing, like I said, when you were doing LuLaRoe, and I knew that it was circumstances that you couldn't control. I knew you had a lot going on, but I saw that in my head. I thought she could like legit leave this job in a year and make more money than anyone here if she follows through on this. And I feel the same way for you.
My friend Carrie, when she signed on with me, made a ton of money. Mm-hmm. And I had to give her all my products and everything because I was going through divorce.
I totally remember.
Keeps all of her product. With this brand, I don't have to keep the product. So I buy the product and I show it to people, but they order everything online themselves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How awesome is that? Like here's a link. Here's a link.
Yeah.
When I did Tupperware, I couldn't do that. When I did Tupperware, I couldn't go, here's a link. When I did Tupperware, I had to show up to your house and then I had to sit at a table after and we were all done doing our stupid games. And I had to like sit each person down and take their little order. Yeah. And it was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable.
The pandemic, like I can't do the house parties that I didn't like doing anyway.
Right.
Because I didn't know some of the people and I would have to go to their, and I don't know who they are. You know, most reps, they know who it's their friends throwing the parties for them. For me, it's like, it's people I don't really always know.
Right. And it's the same thing. I did Tupperware when I was 19 because, why not? Or not Tupperware, Avon.
Oh, yeah, Avon.
Yeah. So this was before, okay, so I didn't realize, we've said this before, until I was around 20 or 21, I just assumed that if you were an adult, you were rich and you had your stuff together, and I would just eventually get there one day, and then like you turn 20 and then somebody flips a switch. They're like, you're an adult, now you're a professional, and here's a check for rich, Yeah. So when I met with this woman at Denny's who was getting me signed up to do Avon, I just assumed that she was like a high-powered Avon executive. I didn't understand what multi-layered marketing was, right?
Right.
So we're sitting down at the Denny's. So she came and met me at the Denny's I worked at because I was washing dishes there. I was like 18 or 19. So we sat down on my break, and she was going over the spiel and getting me signed up to be a part of her downline. And she's looking at me, and she's getting really weird about this whole thing. And I didn't realize that she was getting weird because she was signing me up as part of her downline, and she was looking at me thinking, how's this guy going to make me any money,
Yeah.
So I ended up going door to door because I didn't understand the concept of hosting parties. So I ended up going door to door in Newcastle, California, in this retirement trailer park. And it turns out that most women over the age of 65 already have an Avon representative.
Really?
Really?
And I bet you it's not a man.
Yeah. Shockingly, no.
Back then, I mean, now we're pretty cool about knowing that they got some Cosmo skills, but you're not that man.
You got to remember that in 1997, if you're knocking on the door of an 80-year-old person, that person was born in 1917. So a guy saying, would you like to buy some lipstick from me, is not going to go over well.
All right, we have to jump back on at 8:30. I have to go get my kids set up for social distance learning.
How you doing? You're 3 days in now.
Good.
Yeah.
Joey hates it.
Yeah.
Layla loves it. Joey hates it. Layla's friends talk to each other during the break. So they have exchanged Roblox account information. They have played keyboard. There's one kid who plays music, and Layla is like her dad, just knows every song. And then Joey, he hates it. He comes down as soon as they have a break, and we do Legos together because he hates it.
Yeah.
And then today I usually do my wind down Wednesday with my girlfriends, and we have a play date, but I have this rash on my belly. And I'm afraid that, like, what if it's not a food allergy and I give my friends this weird rash, right? So today I don't even get to go take him to go see his buddy. So I don't know.
Just go. Jamie's going to be cool. Just go.
You think? All right, the girls. All right.
Because even if you guys get in the hot tub, A, the water's hot, B, it's chlorine.
Okay.
Like we swam on vacation. We went to Angels Camp. We were in a pool with like 30 other people. I mean, we were in our own little area, but I mean, and that was in the middle of you'll be fine. Go have a good time.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys at 8:30.
Bye.